Okay, I'm going to show y'all how not to get rugged really quickly. I'm showing this in Bullx, but Axiom, it's going to be the same thing. So it doesn't matter which one you're using. So this first column here are new creations. Essentially, these are coins that have just been launched. They don't have enough volume to get to the next column, which is the about to graduate. These are ones that are close to getting off the bonding curve. Once they're off the bonding curve, that means they were launched on Pump Fund and they need to meet a certain threshold to get off the bonding curve to move to Radium, and that's where they can be visible on Deck Screener, they can get promoted and essentially get a lot more volume. So the first column, new creations, that's your riskiest column. They're the newest ones. They're the most likely to die really fast. And I do have some filters turned on, and I'll make another video just about filters, but um, those ones are most risky. And then second, about to graduate are ones that I would still say are pretty risky, and but a little bit less. And then graduated means that they are now off, have met the bonding curve, and they are now available to trade on more more exposure on Radium. Okay, so let me preface one thing. If you're just starting out, which probably a lot of y'all are, I highly recommend setting some money aside that you are willing to lose, and you're going to lose it. And I want everyone to have very realistic expectations about that. That I don't want people thinking, well, I joined Lindsay's group and she's posting all these calls and 500% and 100% and all these like increases, so I'm gonna make all this money. You're going to make money if you understand how to trade. And it doesn't matter if I post good coins. First of all, nobody bats 100% all the time. Okay. Like I don't win on every single coin that I buy in on. The goal is to win more often than you're losing and to take profits. And until you know how to take profit, it doesn't matter if I give you a good coin call. If you don't know how to get out of that coin or you don't know how to trade it, you're still going to lose all your money because eventually it's going to go down. Like meme coins, it's not like buying Bitcoin and you're going to hold this for years. Like I literally have 3 coins right now. Like I sell almost all of my coins the same day. Like very few things do I hold, and that's just the world of meme coins. So take this money, whatever amount that is for you, $100, $200, $50, I don't know, and consider it money like you would go buy a course, right? Or that you would invest in training, or that you paid somebody to teach you. And that is your money. And you have to look at it like that. Like, hey, this is the money I am using to learn this. Like I am spending $300 to buy a course to teach me X, Y, and Z, or to go to a class. Like if you're going to go learn a salsa dance, right? You've got to like pay money to learn that skill. Like this is the same thing. Clearly I'm not charging you. It's not me. It's the money you're going to lose is the money that you're investing in your knowledge. And you have to look at it like that. You have to look at it like I'm investing to learn how to then make more. So figure out what that number is, and then that's going to be the amount you're going to practice and play with, and lose probably, but you will get better, over time. And I think this is not hard to learn. I mean, there are literally kids that are like in their teens that are my daughter's age, and she's 13, that are making ungodly amounts of money. Like you can print money in this industry, but you have to learn the technical aspects of it and not just like buy fast. And the last thing I'll say about that, and then I'm going to show you some coins, is if I post a coin and you see it 6 hours later, do not buy that coin. Like, you have to get in fast. And that doesn't mean that 6 hours later, maybe it's taken a dip and it is still good to buy in, but generally coins move fast. And so you have to know what you're looking for. And if you don't know what you're looking for and you're just like, oh, I bought this from Lindsay's group, well, you might have bought it after it already crashed. And so, I want y'all to learn before you start buying in on things. And when you do buy in, then get everything set up, like your fees. Like the fees are a good thing. Like if you're just practicing, you're trading teeny, I totally recommend you trade tiny amounts of money. And just you're going to lose it because you're gonna incur fees. Like every trade in and out is going to cost you a few dollars. So if you're trading $2 of Solana and it costs you $2 for the trade and you're going to lose it all, like that's fine. Like don't go into this right now expecting to throw $100 on every coin. Like just, it's not worth it. It's worth it to spend a couple of weeks and follow the trades and watch other people and learn, and lose this, play money that you're practicing with, which is your real money, but just your like investment money to learn, and then start tracking, yourself and saying, hey, like actually, if I had put money in on that $100, I actually would have been up. So anyways, everyone that's new, that is my number one recommendation. But okay, let's look at ones that, I mean, if you're going to lose, you might as well lose on ones that at least are decent coins. So I will show you some really, really quick ways that I can tell if it's just not even worth your time. Okay. So here I can see based on charts, like what looks good and what doesn't. Anything that looks like this little trench sim or whatever with this pattern is not good. This one right here, whatever, any and you, this like diagonal pattern, not good. CDS, I think is that what it says. This again, like up and like flatline pattern, like not good. What these essentially are, and I'll click on them to show you, but most likely what these are developers who have bought in and are using a bot with their own money, and the bot is buying incremental amounts, like $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, because they're trying to keep the volume going so that it shows up in people's feed, and to try and get it off the bonding curve, or to have it meet the bonding curve to get over onto Radium so that it gets more exposure. It doesn't mean that because they're using a bot that it's never going to be a good coin. It's just 99% of the time it's not going to be. Okay, so good coins will have volume immediately from organic people buying into it. And so the chances of us ever finding one of these ones where maybe it truly is like a good project or a good coin and they just need to get the volume behind it. Like if I launch a coin, nobody's buying it. Nobody knows who I am, like, or what the utility of it is or anything else. Like maybe I could, do a bot and get volume, and then eventually, right, like it could pick up. But for the most part, these are just thousands of coins launched a day. Like why invest the little money, right, that you're practicing with on ones that are just not likely to give you any return? So I'll show you, like, let's look at whatever this one is. So yep, like that's exactly what this is. So the developer bought in, and look at the amounts. So we're here on the trades. The trades are almost all the exact same amount. So it's a bot that's just buying. It's just buying this. And you'll see them sometimes they're just $2, $2, $2, $2, $2. These are like 41, 41, 41, like, I mean, it goes up a little bit, but this is not going anywhere. So like don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. It's same thing. Like this one is the exact same thing. See, here you go. These are the $2 ones. 172, 184, 172, 184, 172, 184. That's all that this is. These are not organic buys from other people trading this. That's just, the developer buying this coin. So easy to spot all of those. Like just take them off your list. Don't even practice on them. Okay. And then the other thing to look for quickly is coins that repeat over and over. So once there's a trend, you will see duplicate coins, and they use the exact same picture and they use the exact same name and everything else. And you'll see them flood like a bunch of times. And it doesn't mean that it happens for two reasons. Either one, there was already a good coin. So like Greedy launched yesterday because I posted it to you guys. There will be, today I've seen it a bunch of times, like here, Greedy. It will just keep reposting using the same picture. It's essentially just like a scam coin at this point. Like the real one is already launched. The other reason you will see the same token over and over is sometimes a developer launches a token and then also launches a lot of duplicates of it, because sniper bots buy in on them and they will try and pump the main coin. So you have to also try to make sure that you're validating where the coin is coming from. Meaning like if it was somebody you follow on Twitter or whatever, you have to copy and paste the contract address that they post, because the developer might pump, like I said, a whole bunch of them all at the same time, but you have to buy into like the main one, the good one. So that's like another way. But if you start seeing over and over the same coin, like those are just, don't buy in on those, because you probably don't know exactly what the main one is. And then the other thing that I will say that I notice a lot that doesn't do well are AI coins. And I'm not talking like Grok or whatever Elon's new AI is. I am talking like whatever this Zen AI or Z3 and whatever, however they say it, Zen AI probably, whatever this is. AI coins just tend to always rug and be scams. I don't know what it is about those particular coins, but whenever I see them, it just seems to be over and over that they have sort of the same pattern of launch, like the developer buys in and then they rug. So again, not saying you can never buy into an AI coin, but if you're really trying to narrow down, get your best odds, like just don't take your chances on those ones, okay? At least not at this point. So then the next thing that I look for are these numbers right here. This little percentage increase. So on Axiom, it doesn't have this underneath the coin, but it actually does when you open it up. I prefer how they look in BullX Neo a little bit better, but I tend to look for ones that have significant volume. That means that there's two things. Either one, the developer bought a whole bunch initially to give it a bunch of volume to start, which is not usually always good. Like that's kind of more of a red flag. Or a bunch of people bought into it really, really fast and the volume went up really fast. So let's like look at some of these and then I'll be able to tell you pretty quickly based on what they look like. Where'd that coin just go? I don't even know. See, it might have like rugged or something. Cause I have filters turned on, so it maybe like fell outside of my filters. It probably rugged because it went below my market cap threshold. That's why we don't even see it anymore. So that was probably why. And I'll make another video about these separately, but like, let me try and find one that has like here, what is this? Finance pill. Okay. Okay. So when I initially look at this to me has some red flags. I call them maybe more orange flags for this one, but these incremental jumps are all very similar in size. And so immediately this kind of makes me a little bit suspicious. And these numbers here, the 5-minute volume, the 1 hour, 6 hour, and 24 hour are not moving, which means there's not a lot of trades coming in. So my head is kind of like covering the trades, but you can see down here when they come in. And so this one just doesn't, it doesn't have enough people buying into it yet. Whoever these holders are, they're not buying in fast enough to move this. So this is one I just kind of like, we'll leave it open. I'll do this. I'll leave this open in a tab and then we're gonna look at another one. Okay, let's see if I can find another one that has some volume. No, these are kind of old. Okay, let's go to this column and see. I also like, you can like hover over the X and see really quickly if it's like somebody's page, like somebody, like let's just click on this one. So you can quickly go to his page and like, he's obviously a real person, right? With he's whatever, president of whatever school of economics. He has a bunch of followers, but anybody who has a bunch of followers is going to post their CA on here. And I do not see anything about, right, him launching a coin. So that means like even though this is his page, he probably did not launch this coin. So somebody else just copy and pasted his, X page to make it kind of look like it came from him, but there's nothing on here about a coin. So I highly doubt this is his coin. So where did it go? See, it's already gone. Maybe it's somewhere. But unless we see that one come up again, but let's look at this one. It's like 132% volume. So exactly the same as the other one. So look at the exact pattern and look, this one hasn't done anything. So again, that kind of just makes me like super suspicious that these ones are not like going to be great. These buys are all super similar. So I'm going to close that one. I'll leave our first one open so we can watch it and see if it rugs soon. And I'll close that. We don't need his thing open. Let's see if there's any that have like moved over here. It's kind of hard to fabricate or simulate a situation. Here's one that's like 467%. Okay, here's your like big candlestick. So essentially there was like a huge buy-in initially. And again, look at these amounts. Like this one is just not one that, it's just not one that I would buy into regardless of what that number says. What is this, like Diddy teacher? Okay, let's see, it's like 283. Oh, look, here's our Ukraine one. Let me open that one again. Okay, so this is actually interesting. I'm actually glad we looked at this one because I can show you this. Watch the volume changes. So see how the 5-minute volume is at like 572%, and then the 1 hour, you'll start to see as more trades come in. So right now there's not many holders. I mean, it launched 3 minutes ago. So the people that are buying in, these are people buying in really fast that haven't looked yet or investigated the X page to kind of see uh, why is this linked? Why was this coin launched? Now, just because it's linked to his page doesn't mean it's going to be a bad coin if it's not his. Maybe there was something in the news and somebody is actually posting about this because, he's in the news right now. I don't know. Like, I don't have the information on that. But so just because it's linked to somebody else's page, like people link to Elon's page all the time, and that doesn't mean that the coin is actually bad. It just means like, oh, look at here. Okay, so he posted a CA. So this is such a good example for you guys. When we looked initially, nothing was posted because we caught it super quick, right? But now he's posted this. Now, I will say, these coins have like rugged, like their accounts are getting hacked and, they're getting rugged. But you know what? I'll just like take a chance on it since like I'm doing a video for you guys and we'll buy in on it. But before I just click on this one, I am going to copy and paste that CA to make sure it's look at there, it rugged. Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. First, I'm gonna make sure that it's actually the correct one, which it was, and look at it already dumped. So I will bet you that this will get updated and it will just turn out that he's been hacked, which is why I just said I have seen several of these posts and this is what's been happening. So you kind of have to just watch them. And I think to be safe, especially for your guys' sake with like, trading small amounts of money, like wait 10-15 minutes to see, because you'll still get in early enough to practice your trading without having it like rug super fast on you. So there, totally died. Like, even though his page ended up, updating, and who knows, like maybe, I don't know, maybe it will come back, but I'm not really, not confident in that. So, okay, so those are like a few good examples of bad coins. I was trying to see if I could find any like good ones to show you. I don't know what Yogi is. Let's look, or Hurricane. Okay, actually this one is decent pattern. I can tell by watching this and how these numbers are going up. Just, this is why it's so important to like just spend time in your trading platform, because I can just tell when I look at this, I'm like, oh, okay, like there's actually movement, and we'll start to see the holder numbers are always going to be low when you're picking from that first column because we're so early. We're just like a couple of minutes in. Now, the more people that buy in on it, see, they're not buying super fast and the numbers aren't moving like right now, but this one would be one that maybe I would like watch, or now is a good time. Like, I'm not going to buy in yet because it's still like kind of early. What I'll probably do is like, let's go to the like this and see what was posted. Like, what is it about this dog? Okay, so the White House posted him. So the White House said hurricane, blah, blah, blah. So somebody, like how fast, like people launch these super, super, super fast. So this was probably posted minutes ago, like 10:41. So somebody decided to go in and make a meme coin out of it. It's on the White House's page. So this coin might end up doing well as it picks up a little bit of traction. We'll leave it open so we can watch it. And I'll show you what happens when it gets off the bonding curve. So, okay, we'll leave that one open. So obviously the White House did not create that coin, by the way, but somebody else created a coin about Hurricane the dog. So, okay, let's see if there's any other like good ones. Okay, this one was like 10 minutes ago. He's got a little, this is now off the bonding curve. Okay, this is a good one to show you guys. This is one that is doing well. So this would be a coin that I would probably trade on, but these are not coins that you can leave your computer for. So like, don't do this and like go make dinner for your kids or something because you'll lose money. So when you see wicks like this, the volume is shifting really fast on that candlestick. So I have it set at right now 15 seconds. 15 seconds kind of shows us a pattern, but let me show you when we zoom out. So let's say at the 1 minute, you can see it actually hasn't significantly gone up or gone down. So one of the things that I would look at with this is how long I'm willing to like sit here and watch this, because really the lowest it's been is like 40, 50, but the highest it's been is like 100. That's only a 2x gain, right? So like right now, it hasn't fluctuated a lot. Like if you would have gotten in at 40,000 market cap or something and it only went up to 80,000, you've only doubled your money. And I know that that sounds ridiculous to say, but you don't want to only double your money in meme coins. Like there's just so many other opportunities. Now, with that being said, you have to kind of look at the time. So even though this says it launched 50 minutes ago, it really didn't do much for like quite a long time. So it didn't really take off until 3:45-ish, 3:46. So 10, 15 minutes ago. So consider that this is early, like the first 10 to 15 minutes and not necessarily like 50 minutes in. So this is one that I might watch for a minute. Like I wouldn't necessarily throw my money into this right away because I want to see if it's actually going to move out of this range. So the other thing I'm going to look at is the dev holding. Personally, I think is a little bit high at 5%. Anything under 5% is okay. But if the developer sells that, when your chart is small volume like this, that's going to make a big difference. And there's like kind of a lot of like insider holdings, not really, like 15%. So 20% between the developer and insider holding. But if they all sold at the same time, that's 20% that's going to move your chart. So I wouldn't say it's a bad number. Those are okay, but that would kind of be the top of my threshold of what I would be like comfortable trading. So this is one where you kind of want to watch the 5-minute volume to see if it recovers. So it's like down 10% right now, and see if it starts, going back up. So again, not one that I'd buy in today, but maybe just watch. Okay, there's like nothing good on that one. There's like nothing good. Here's that Binance one that totally rugged, like nothing. Here's our hurricane dog. It's like not like really doing anything. So let's see if I'll look and see if there's anything else. I don't want to make this too long for you guys, but I've already seen Yogi a bunch of times, but let me see if there's anything else. I don't know what Rich Money Cat is. I haven't seen that one yet, so let's look. Okay, so this is cute. So somebody actually made it its own X page. That's always a good sign. That means people put some effort into this, and they actually, talked about their launch. They, posted it. It has a story behind it. They have followers. And again, you want to make sure though that you're buying the correct like CA. So you can like kind of click on it and this, oh, look at it already wrecked. But you want to look and see to make sure that it's not like a repeat one. Let me go back to the one over here. Where is it? Where'd our cap go? Here we go. So probably if I kept going on this video, they'll probably launch this coin over and over and over because they put the time and effort. This is a really good example to give you. They put the time and effort to make that page. And what I will see the rest of the night is they're going to keep launching this over and over and over, and they're just going to keep making money on it. So it went up because people look at it and go, oh, okay, like they put the time in, they made a page, they whatever. So it goes up to 50 or 60,000 market cap and they just pull their money out and they're just going to relaunch it. So again, the longer you're sitting kind of watching your screen, you will see these repeats like come through, and that's ones that, right, you don't want to buy in on because that's what they're doing. That's the reason they're doing that. The developer sold, there's nothing like moving on that. So, okay, well, I'll try and make you say some other videos to show you some other things. Let's see, we'll look at one more. Well, maybe I should, there's like nothing good in this middle column. Otherwise I would show you something off of here. Well, what's this? My Pet Cosmo. I mean, you can kind of look at the trades are all coming in a little bit like different amounts. I mean, that's good. You want to watch your holder count. It has a lot of top 10 holders, but again, it's because it's 2 minutes in, so there's not a ton of holders yet. But your insider holding is pretty low. The dev holding is high at 14%. Oh, look, this one bonded fast. Okay, so this is already moving off of Pump Fund and it's actually migrating right now. So you can do a snipe. I'll cover this in another video, but a snipe is basically you buy or sell in before it gets off the bonding curve or in the in-between. At this point, because we're not already in, I would not snipe a buy because we'll probably see a dip. So I'll stay on and like record this for you guys, but we're going to see a dip most likely right after it bonds, and then it will take off again. So if I really wanted to get in on this, I will just wait for the dip instead of sniping a buy because you're going to snipe and it may just go down. But in the meantime, it's going to take like 20 or 30 seconds. we can actually like look at this page and see what is this. Okay, so again, I told you I'm not a big fan of AI coins. That already makes me think that this one is going to rug fast, but I don't know, we'll watch it just so for the sake of you guys seeing one get off the bonding curve. And I probably can guarantee that there is going to be other copies of this one made pretty shortly. Let's see if there are any other ones that have come out. But these are all things that I'm looking at. So look at it. I like literally said, I'm like, there's probably going to be copies already made. So that other one is like bonding right now, or maybe that's the same one. But other ones, oh, let's see. No, that one's not the same one because it's not off the bonding curve yet. Ours is right here. But in any case, there will be, like I said, probably copies come through of this one. Here we go. Okay, it's off the bonding curve now. Now it can be traded. These numbers though, this has a lot of volume, like it's trading fast. That's why it's moving fast like that. I mean, I have it on a 1 minute. Let me like move it to like a 1 second. Here you go. Okay, so you can see how fast the trades are coming in and out. I told you I'm not a big fan of AI coins, but it doesn't mean you can't make money on them if you get in and just get out fast. But like if I were to buy in right now, it's whatever, 47,000, right? And then when it goes up to 80 or 90, you've almost doubled your money. So you can just get back out. But I can tell by looking at these numbers right here, like those don't excite me. Like unless those are in the hundreds or thousands for the volume for 5 minute, 1 hour, 6 hour, etc. Here, those as they start to go up, that actually is better. They really need to be at least in the hundreds, like on volume, not necessarily the 5 minute volume, but you want to see the other numbers. There you go, like into those like 170, 180, because that is indicative of this. Like that is more people injecting money into it, but then somebody sold right away. So that's why you saw that like dip, or I don't even know if you caught it up there in the corner was like 170,000. So I don't know. This one is a little bit risky. Like I probably, for me personally, wouldn't trade on this one until I saw that it was moving, because it's been like kind of flat right here. So it bonded right here, by the way. So that's why I said it will dip initially. And like, to me, there's like, I haven't seen anything of like showing it's up. Yeah, see, we're like getting into the negative. So until it like starts like going up. But generally, if it makes it off the bonding curve, and when it's off the bonding curve, remember, it's higher. Like it's 50, 60,000 market cap. Like at one point, like this was up to 130,000. To get off the bonding curve, you have to be to like 70, 80,000 sometimes. So it's already dropped from that. And like once it gets down to this point, like rarely do they recover. Like they just really don't. So I probably wouldn't put my effort. This is a good pattern. This is a coin that you want to trade. Remember earlier I said, I was like, we're going to watch this guy. We're going to watch and see what it does. This is the pattern that you're looking for. This is when you will make money on. So this here is the numbers you want to see. I said it had to be in the thousands. You want not necessarily your 5 minute volume, but you need to see these numbers moving up into the thousands. And let me explain this down here. So this is the RSI chart. This is called, let me show you, it's here, an indicators relative strength index. I like to watch it. When you see it above like this top line, these peaks, those are indicative of these big swings up, okay? The higher, so here's your midline. Anytime it's here and up, good. It's on the upswing. It's going up, okay? When it dips and we start going below the line, that's when you're on your downswing. So you want to buy the dips, right? But sometimes with these, you just want to get in because it's going up. So we don't really know where this falls right now. I mean, it's still like pretty early. It's only like 100,000. So it was kind of like stagnant here in those like 60s, like whatever for some time. So we really don't know if it's going to keep kind of going up. But again, these are the numbers that you're looking for to see that it's going to keep increasing. And then here is your holder count. So when we looked at this before, I'll have to go back and like review earlier in the video. This was probably in the hundreds. And now you've got, in the 500s. That is a good number. That means that like more people are trading it. If this number starts going down, you have more people selling. If the number is going up, that means more people are buying in. When more people are buying in, you're going to have green candles. It's going to be on the upswing. So you kind of have to watch that too. If they start like going down pretty fast, then it's not good. So yeah. Okay, so this video is long enough, but those kind of give you a, I guess, synopsis of like initial coins, like just don't waste your money on. And if you're first starting out, give it some time. And like I said, open tabs like this to like watch them a little bit to see what they're doing before you decide to, put your money in.